So this is a test of the 3-camera system using a large rear projection screen. Now, this of course isn't the real projection screen. I've just printed out paper in order to emulate it, but picture it as glowing and very clear. And in addition to this cam, which I'll call cam A, I have cam B, which is a close-up. And this is supposed to be a kind of a wooden tatami table about 19.5 inches tall, pictured as very wood and very spare. And then I have out in the middle here, a small, picture has a small stand with just a little bit of teak, but very minimal, where I'll set an object. And then I have cam C. And the cam C is where we look at that object and we talk about it, and there's a number of things that we can do with that, which I'll show you. So we might do it a little bit like this. Well, I want to talk to you about the most amazing thing, a transistor. Of course, this is a bottle of air spray, but I'm pretending like it's a piece of electronics. Now, when we usually tell that story, we almost always talk about it with these 3 men. Bardeen, Bratton, and behind me, Shockley. And I would not use a picture where a person is actually behind me, but this is the picture that I have right now. So here's one thing we could do with that. Picture could take over the screen. We could do whatever we needed to, have a series of photos that we go through. And then when we cut back, we might cut back to me on the screen, or we might cut back to me with cam B. And then I would take a look at the object. So we'll do it from cam B to cam C here. Well, I have with me a prototype of that first transistor. It's a beautiful thing. And now here's all the kind of things that we could do with a transistor. You know, the ways that we could present it, we could emphasize it. Let's do it from cam C now. Cam A rather. Cam A to cam C. Now, right here. Now, I have with me an example of that. I have with me a prototype of that very first transistor. And it's a crude looking and most amazing thing, and here's all sorts of things we could do with it, and you could have a whole sequence of things. And I don't know if this will work at all, but I have with me an example of that first transistor. Look at this. It is a most beautiful thing. And if you take a look at it, and then I might come over here and point to it in some way and do all sorts of things. So I have put the rear projection screen at an angle, trying to get enough room behind it in order to have a projector. So I'm right here on cam A and cam B, and then cam C is over here. And this table might well be added in post. I've got 2 soft lights and I have a baffle that is blocking some of that light to keep that dark. These 2 cameras are the same distance away. They're about 26 inches away. Cam A is 20.5 inches off the ground. So the size, the height that Ozo used. This in a 35 millimeter lens. This is a 70 millimeter lens, cam B. Not super happy with that. We'll see how it looks. I wanted a 35 millimeter camera, a lens on it, but then the camera has to come way in here and it gets caught by this camera, so I couldn't do that. So it is also 126 inches away, but it's about 26 inches off the ground. And cam C over here uses a 35 millimeter lens, 20.5 inches tall, and 118 inches, I think. Yes, 118 inches from this edge right here. And so maybe on the end of this, I will put a better example of this so that this can be more easily seen. All right.